Namaste and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super informative video that you guys have been asking for over and over again in the comment section. So I've listened and decided to make a video for you. So whether you're an absolute beginner starting to learn German or are shooting for fluency, this video is for you. We're going to be discussing various aspects, right from what A1 German sounds like all the way to C2, to what do the exams look like and how best to prepare for them. So whether you're a student or a spouse looking to reunite with your loved one, or a doctor who's aiming to start their career in Germany, stay tuned till the very end. Let's learn. The exact description of what these levels mean is going to be tagged in the description down below. Just click on the link and read it if you want. It's directly from the Goethe's website. However, I can show to you what these language levels sound like once you've achieved them, from A1 all the way to C2. So let's get into the fun part. A1. Hallo, ich heiße Rohit. Wie heißt du? Wo ist die Toilette? Wo wohnst du? A2. Ich wohne in Berlin. Meine Familie kommt aus Berlin. Kannst du mir helfen? Ich bin Ingenieur von Beruf und habe 2 Kinder. B1. Ich habe morgen ein wichtiges Meeting. Ich hoffe, einen Tag nach Japan zu reisen. B2. Die Auswirkungen des Klimawandels sind in vielen Regionen bereits spürbar. Meiner Meinung nach sollte die Regierung mehr in Bildung investieren. C1. Die Metamorphose der literarischen Stile im 20. Jahrhundert spiegelt die turbulenten historischen Ereignisse wider. Wir sollten die interdisziplinäre Zusammenarbeit fördern, um die komplexen Herausforderungen effektiver zu lösen. C2. Die Literatur des 20. Jahrhunderts ist geprägt von einer Vielzahl verschiedener Stilrichtungen und Strömungen, die die Komplexität und Vielfalt menschlicher Erfahrungen widerspiegeln. Remember, this is not an exhaustive list, and depending on in which field of interest you go into, the language would also evolve and change along with. But this is just a basic guide for you to orient yourself as to what you should be expecting that you'd be able to speak like at the end of each level. Various questions that arise in everyone's mind, and probably you have them in your head too. Should I give exam for every level? Well, I'll say it depends. You yourself can dictate that need for you. For example, if you want to reunite with your spouse who is in Germany, the German government recommends you learn a minimum of A1. Once you're completed with that level, give the exam, submit the certificate, get a visa, go to Germany. However, if you want to start studying in Germany, it is recommended the highest of levels for you to understand what is being discussed and taught to you in the classrooms. Same goes for doctors. You need to be able to communicate with the patients effectively, precise in a concise manner, and yet be able to show empathy, all of which require a certain command over the language. The recommended level is B2. However, I would personally recommend you learn up to a minimum of C1. Why? Well, because the German you're learning at these levels is general German, outside of hospital German. There is another thing called medical German. Even some states have a requirement of C1. Not all. Basic general requirement is B2. But C1 just to be on the safe side. Based on your needs, it would dictate if you need to give exams for every level. Want to go to a higher level, now you can decide if you want to start with A1, A2 and all the exams. I personally didn't. I had my amazing teachers to guide me. Their names and their address and their contact info in the description down below. You can get in touch with them, and if you're lucky, they will take you on and teach you just the way they did me, and they guided me on the right path. And they recommended I learn till B1 and give directly the B1 exam. So I didn't waste money on A1 and A2. I gave the B1 exam. But it completely depends on your ability to assimilate the language, use the language, comprehend the language. The Goethe Institute in India, the website says 70 to 85 hours per learning level, each hour divided into 45-minute lessons. That means around about 3 to 4 months of learning. I would personally say it entirely depends on you, how much time you're ready to spend learning the language, which means the more you learn, the more time you spend talking in it, reading it, the better you get, the faster you can move from level 1 to level 2, level A1 to A2 to all the way up to C2, if that's what you want. However, it also has to be taken into consideration the time you can spend with the language. Say you're working and learning German on the side, and you cannot possibly spend all day in a classroom, which means you will take longer, and that is okay. Everybody, language learning is very personal, so it can take as long as you need to be comfortable speaking it. So if you are finding value in this video, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or any future recommendations for a video, write down in the comment section down below and I will get back to you. Okay, without wasting any more time, let's get back to the content. How much does it cost learning German? That also depends. Depending on which part of the country you are in and which part of the world you are in. And if you choose to learn in a classroom or on the internet, all these factors will determine how much you end up paying. I can tell you about India. Classroom learning courses in India can cost anywhere from 25,000 all the way to 45,000 per level. And this cost can shoot up should you choose to take personal coaching, anywhere from 75,000 rupees all the way to 1 lakh rupees per level. In personal coaching in Germany, you'll end up paying 900 to 1,200 euros. Again, list is not exhaustive. It's a general guideline for you to orient yourself and keep the finances in mind when you are trying to plan your future career or move to Germany. What do these exams have? How are we tested at each level? Interesting you ask me that. So each exam is going to test you on 4 core abilities of learning a language. These include reading, writing, hearing, and speaking. Reading. You'll be presented with a text or a passage or an excerpt, asked to read it, comprehend it, and then answer the questions that follow it. The next style is usually writing, where you're expected to write a well-structured text based on the diagram or the information that is provided to you in a paper. The next style is usually hearing, in which you're expected to listen to a conversation or a radio show or a podcast, and based on that you are then expected to interpret what's being said and answer the questions on your question paper. The speaking part, in which you are presented with a topic that you have to express your opinion in based on the level of language you are in. You will be then judged on your fluency, your content, the kind of words and the grammatical structures you use, and then offer opinions and at the end reach a conclusion. Where to learn German? Again, depends on where you are in the world. I can talk about India, where I learned, and that was by my old school teachers called the Dayals. Their contact info in the description. I have years of experience. They offer a well-tailored and structured course to you based on your needs. And based on their guidance, I was able to complete my German education up to C1 level within 9 months. And that was my experience. Usually the safest bet that you can make is on a Goethe Institute. Just go online and see if there's a Goethe Institute in your country. They also offer online courses, usually always in demand, so make sure that you plan ahead, otherwise they could be sold out. So Goethe Institute, all over the world. When you're in Delhi, Noida, or anywhere in India, my school teachers, the Dayals. Link in the description. Have fun. Whew. That was a lot of content to share. I hope you had fun. It is a very personal journey. Language learning can be exhausting, but then you have a support group in the form of me and my group on Facebook, so join that. Any questions, write them in the comment section. We are a whole community. Ask around. If not me, somebody else will get back to you. There is no better time to start than now. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. See you in the next one. Alles Gute.